What's happening, fam? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's doing well. So from the intro, you see I'm showcasing some lights I got off of Amazon from a company called Darkeagle. The reason why I picked these are 8 pods. They're around like 50 bucks, somewhere around there. And what I like about these two, just like my gym joy setup right there, these can go sequential as well. The footprint is a little bit smaller than the gym joys. This is like more plastic construction though. The gym joys were aluminum, but the cool thing about these actually chase pretty well. So I could have gotten the same setup as I have in the trunk, but for where I want to put them, the area is a little bit smaller and a little bit tighter. What I want to do is I want to put them right over here where I have these bumper holes. So once I put it into like show mode, you know what I mean, I could have a lot of lights going off all over the car and stuff like that, just to give it that more of a unique touch. Okay, so let me just go over this real quick. So now there's 8 pods. This is one channel right here that gets plugged into the main, that gets plugged into this main controller. I know it looks like a mess, but it's really simple to understand. This is the main controller right here. Okay, this you have to connect to your power cable. See it right here for constant power. Has a nifty switch for it. Okay, so this gets connected into this female outlet right here, which powers the controller. And obviously the yellows, you got left, blue is for brake, and you got left, right, or vice versa. Okay, now they give you an extra extension right here in case you need it. You have a remote, you got fuses, you got self-tapping screws, and they give you extra turn signal wire, an extra length of power wire, extra length of ground, and an extra length of brake wire. So they pretty much have you covered. One thing I did notice, that on the control box, the QR code, if you scan this, it'll make you download LED lamp. This is not the app for this setup. You have to go on the instructions, because I was messing around with this for a while. I'm like, yo, what the heck is going on? You have to go on the instructions, and on the instructions there's an app called Happy Lighting. That is the app that actually works. So what I'm going to do is, what I did, I already took off one side of my bumper plate, and before I took it off, I marked exactly where the middle of each hole was. So right here, 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 and I did the same thing on the other side. And what those marks are for is it'll assist me in putting the middle, lining up the middle of this light with that, so I'll know exactly where to drill my screw holes, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? So, and then what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to have to, I already pulled out this piece right here. I'm going to be running, it's very tight in there. There's this plug right here. I'll be taking this out to run the wire through where the bumper is. And what I'll be doing is I'll be tapping. I actually have wires over here that control this strip right here. So I'll be tapping into the left, right, and brake light from that end. And that's it. So, see you guys. right, guys, so it actually looks pretty damn good from here. Guys, I'm telling you right now, make sure you have enough drill bits. It's a good thing I actually have black self-tapping screws, so at least it blends in with the color scheme of the car, so you really can't see it that well, but it looks pretty damn good. Looks pretty damn good. And it's unfortunate that the bumper beam doesn't go up high enough, because these holes are drilled pretty close to the end of the beam itself. So, you know, I mean, it's really what I had to work with, you know what I mean? So it's time to do the other side, and then time for the wiring. Okay, so I tapped into a power and ground source in here. I'm actually gonna leave this right here. I don't have to take it all the way to the back of my back seat where like I have like big power and ground connectors. I just tapped into here because that 12 volts is a constant source of power because it runs to this strip for the brake light. Now, obviously, to see if I have power, this is the switch right here. I connected the power source to the female, let me see, is this, yeah, to the female portion, like so. Connected that up. This is the smart box, and then I connected 3 connectors to one of the hubs. Let's see if this has power, and it does. And look, looks pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. So now I just have to connect turn signal and brake wires and run it through that grommet onto the other side right here. All right, guys, the install is complete. Actually, on this side, I didn't even have to take off the bumper plate, but by taking it off, it actually frees up a little more space, you know, to move, put your hands or whatever the case might be. But I just want to show you. So these are the 2 wires right here running through that grommet. Okay, I'm gonna try to close that back up, and everything is gonna get tucked in here. And what I did was I took the power wire, okay, and I tapped it into here instead. That is the wire going directly to my Blue Ghost. So when I don't have, when my car is in the garage, or when I get home from, let's say I go to the gym or whatever, I shut that kill switch off, which kills my taillights. Now it's actually gonna kill this as well. I put it in line with that. That's that one with the yellow tap right there. And I put it right before. So what happens is this, that actually goes into that voltage reducer over there and changes it to 5 volts. So I connected it before where it's still 12 volts. So now I have constant power. Here's the switch. Here it is. So the switch is on. Now when I shut that off, this power light should turn off as well. Just double check. Here's the kill switch over here. Down. Yep. Now this light is off. So now this is actually good, where I don't have to necessarily, I could actually take this and I don't have to ever use this switch again. I could just hide this switch in here and call it a day, if you get what I'm saying. I don't need to use that switch anymore, because now the 12 volts is connected to my tail lights and to these rock lights. Now, guys, I'll tell you, this shit is nice. I hooked it up to left turn, right turn, brake signal, and obviously it can do like its own show modes and stuff like that. I'll show you real quick. I'll just give you a quick demonstration now, but oh, I gotta turn the switch back on. But what's gonna happen is later I'm gonna come back and we're gonna just go over it real quick. I'll show you the app and everything real quick. Okay, so here's a quick demonstration before later. Pretty nice, right? And it's pretty bright, especially in daylight. You really don't notice it until, and guess what? Everything works. I'm talking about brake lights, turn signals, everything works, and it actually changes color to suit that. For instance, when I hit the brake, if I hit the brake, it'll actually flash a couple times. Yeah, so I'll see you guys later. Alright guys, so as I said, I would have been back a little bit later on to finish up this video. I just wanted to show you guys these lights, how they're wired into the signal. If I lock or unlock the car like so, I'm gonna unlock it, see the yellows flash, and if I lock it, you can see what's going on. So pretty much cut and dry. You know, everything is wired in nicely. Now, as I told you before, once I turn on that switch for my taillights, these lights are gonna get activated because I tapped into the wire, that 12-volt wire for that particular setup. So now I only have to flick one switch, if you get what I'm saying. I don't have to worry about the other kill switch that came with this setup. You know what I'm saying? So now I just have to do just that, turn it on when I'm ready to drive. When I get back home, flick that off, and then these are not gonna function down here for brake or turn signal or actually for anything. It's not gonna function at all, which that's exactly what I want. Now, I'm gonna show you a screen recording, and just pull that up right quick. And the screen recording, as I told you before, on the LED box, there is a QR code for an app called LED Lamp. Do not download that, because that is not the app for this. In the directions that they give you, it's an app called Happy Lighting. So once you download it, you go into wherever you have it stored, click it, pull it up. Okay? Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn this on, because this app is a little bit finicky, but as you can see here, it's called Dream BE2E, but the chain link right here is broken, which kind of sucks. So let me turn this on real quick so you can see what's going on, and I'll turn off my rock lights in the trunk so it won't distract you. Okay. So now that we have that bad boy on, it's on auto mode right now, which is perfect. Guys, if I were you, I'd definitely keep the remote for this. You definitely want to keep the remote for this, because I'm telling you right now, this app, I guess the antenna inside of the box, it's not really that strong. So it's a pain in the ass to connect. Sometimes I actually noticed that today when I was messing around with it. Now, once you connect, you have literally over 200 modes. It's actually pretty damn cool. Well, I'm trying to connect to this thing. Hold on a second. But once you connect, you have a lot of modes, which is cool. I'm trying to go up a little bit closer, so hopefully it can sense. Alright guys, so I finally got it to connect. As I said, the signal wire on this box is so weak, I literally had to be close to where the box is in the trunk in order to connect to this damn thing. And as you can see, the DREAM Dream BE2E, you see the chain link, it's whole, that means it's connected. Okay, so once we get out of there, then you go into style. Look at all the modes. You have mode 1 through 256. 256 modes. That is crazy. That is nuts. Then you have this feature right here. I'm just gonna breeze through this real quick. You have this feature right here. Obviously you have your brightness. You have your brightness real quick, and then you have your speed. So I'm gonna put those at half and half. Actually, I'm gonna just lower the speed a little bit. Okay, and right to the middle of the phone on the right side, you'll see like a movie, like what they say, take 1, take 2, you'll see it. Click on that, and it's for different things, like game, it's like different, I guess, themes. So you got gaming. Once you click on that, it'll go through whatever it needs to go through with that. Whatever sequence and patterns or whatever the case might be. You got movie. That's pretty nice. You got breathing. Vitality. Aura. Party. Romance. Candlelight. Holiday. So it does different things for different themes, obviously. Night is pretty cool. I like that. Shit is dope. Now guys, if you notice how my rock lights look, like 3 of them are going that way and then the other set is going the opposite way. I did that on purpose. On the on each block that has all the connectors on it, you're gonna see there are arrows on the blocks to show the sequence and where it goes. And I will tell you this, depending on which way the arrow is pointing, each connector, it'll be like a one, like first, second, third, fourth connector, so to speak. So you have to definitely watch which rock light you're plugging into which connector, because it can go out of sequence. I actually discovered that little issue. I had one of them that was actually, one of them on the driver's side that was kind of lagging. Like it would do the same exact thing like the others, but what happened was it was out of sync. And that's because I had it plugged in to the wrong connector. So it was out of sequence, so to speak. So now let's go back here, okay? And down to the bottom on this page right here, you'll see preset, auto, and you have all your different modes. So what you can do, like mode 100, let me see. Let's say, so preset, so you got 2, 3, so let's say, can we change this? Oh yeah, so now this is how you change the presets. So what you can do is, so you have auto, which is always gonna be there, and you go down to preset, click on that number, move it, and it'll change automatically. Now we're gonna go to where it says 3, move it over there. Now it's gonna change to mode 80 or 79 or whatever the case. 80. Go to 4, mode 109, and so forth. You get what I'm saying? That's how you do it. Go to 5, $136, go to 6, $164. So now we got 10, 80, 109, 136, and 164. So let's put this bad boy on auto, let it do its thing. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I'm gonna say it again. Make sure and keep the remote for this thing. Keep the remote handy, because I'm telling you right now, let's say you go to shows like me. I have a big show coming up in Atlantic City this weekend. It is so hard to find your device because there's so many other devices there. Like when I went to my last show in PA, guess what? It took me half an hour just to turn on my taillights. That was freaking bananas. I was like, man, this sucks. So this thing is bright, man. Oh, let me lower the brightness a little bit. Super bright. This thing is really bright. Yeah, that's a lot better. So at least it's not blinding you. You could see a little bit better. Let's bring this up a little bit now. Okay. So now, guys, you can go through the app, go to town, do what you got to do. But let me tell you, this thing is pretty damn nifty. Pretty damn nifty. Just put it on auto and you're set to go. Now, watch, I'm going to show you. Once I step on the brake light, it's going to change. It should flash red. Might need my keys to that. So now whatever it's doing here, once you turn on your turn signals or once you turn on your brakes, guess what? If you hit the brake, it's gonna take precedence over all of these patterns. By the way, guys, you can't drive with this shit on, it's illegal. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you wanna put it as a steady marker light color, you can do that. You know what I mean? You can do that. Like say for instance, if you wanted, you could have connected both of the turn signal wires to like a running light. And while you're driving at night, it would stay on. Or you could turn on the app and just put it on a color that's friendly, like either white or just turn it on solid red. Do I have a white for this yet? You have white or, as I said, solid red. You can't be going down the street flashing all different types of colors and shit. It's not smart. So anyway, so now when I hit the brake, you're gonna see that those rock lights should flash. See that? 1, 2, 3, and it stays steady. 1, 2, 3, stay steady. So it works like a charm. And then once it's finished flashing, guess what? It goes right back into what the hell else it was doing. You know what I'm saying? Looks pretty good though, I'm not gonna lie. Looks nice and clean. And let me tell you, it's lowered all the way. Oh, how I turned my trunk lights came on again. Turn that off. So anyway, guys, as I said, go to the app, check it out. There's so much there's a lot of different patterns to go through. So definitely pick which one you like. Obviously, music, it says files or recording permissions are required. So what you would have to do is go into the apps on your phone and give permission for this app to pull up all the music, whatever you have on your phone. This mode right here, you notice the microphone? So let's see, phone microphone. So now I clicked on phone microphone instead of device microphone. And guess what? Once I speak, that's what it's doing. Hello. 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 See how it's changing? Hello. Hello. So it works pretty good. And then obviously timing, you select a device and you could put it on a timer. So now, I know most of you guys are not going to be using that stuff, so I'm not too worried about it. Not too worried about it. But anyway, guys, once again, definitely, I'll just put that back on auto, and we'll be straight. But guys, you know what to do. Definitely like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Hopefully, this was helpful to you. Guys, obviously, when you're doing this, I know you gotta go in, you know, you gotta test your wires and stuff like that. I've done countless videos on testing wires and which wires for what, and you know, you guys gotta get a tester, connect it to a proper ground. If you wanna connect this to like your turn signals and or your brake lights, make sure you test which wire is for your brake, tap into it, which one is for your left and right turn signals. Like say for instance, the lights inside of my trunk, guess what? These lights, I have them as well as rock lights under the hood and stuff like that. And these lights also have a dope option of connecting to your brake lights and your turn signals as well. But obviously I don't need it if inside of my trunk. Look how dope that looks. So now, I picked these from Darkeagle because they were a lot smaller. These rock lights, the ones that I have in my trunk, are they're really good. They're constructed really well. but they're very big. And these that I put inside of those bumper holes, guess what? They're small enough to fit, and guess what? It'll still allow a lot of air to pass through. You know what I mean? And oh, just in case I didn't show you, but you guys pretty much saw it already when I locked and unlocked my car, but I'll show you the hazards being on. So with the hazards on, you see exactly what's going on. It's doing its thing. So everything works. Again, guys, now once I turn the hazards off, it goes right back into doing what it's doing. So as I said, guys, definitely like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. And I will talk to you guys soon. Take it easy.